and I'm on for a live stream reading with you guys, okay? We're going to do an energy check-in, you guys, on the topic of what do you need to know, okay? So whatever comes out, all right? But before we get into that, you guys, turn on my big screen, okay, so that I can see myself, okay? Make sure everything is tight and right, and I hope that you guys are doing well today. Happy Monday to everybody. Oh boy, let me turn off the feedback there, okay? Yeah, so happy Monday to everybody. I hope that everybody is doing well, okay, and enjoying yourself, okay? I hope that you made money, okay, made memories, and you'll have time later on for the grown folks, yeah, to make love, okay? You gotta live life, okay? You gotta enjoy life. Everything is not a battle. Everything is not war. You have to have balance, equal reciprocity, time to rest, time to work, and time to play. So I hope that you guys are doing that, okay? All right. So as you guys are coming in, okay, just know and understand that your girl got attention deficit, okay? So I may not respond to you right away. So don't get offended and think that I'm ignoring you, because that is not the case, okay? So do come in, leave your lovely comments, and then after the read, I will say hi to the chat, okay? All right. So again, you guys, welcome to my channel. And I want to thank you guys in advance for those of you guys who are continuing to purchase readings with your girl. Okay, thank you guys so much. Also, thank you guys for those of you guys who are also, leaving donations through my business website as well. Okay. Also, for the rest of you guys, I want to let you know that personal readings are still currently available. So if you would like to get a personal reading, all you have to do is email your girl at WizdomandSage@gmail.com. That's WIZDOM and sage@gmail.com. And then write personal reading in the subject line to get the party started. Also, you guys can check out my website, okay? The link to my website is in my bio. All of the decent information is also in the description box of each video, okay? And I also encourage you guys, for those of you guys, depending on your budget, please know that I do also have economy and mini readings available for you guys as well, from as little as $50 to $44, okay? If you guys want to get like a little tester reading, with your girl to see, what to expect and everything like that before you invest in a more standard price and a standard reading, that's an option for you as well. And it is, not simply, what I would call a discount, but it is all year round, okay? So I have something for everyone to fit your budget, and I just want to make that clear, okay? So you guys know that, when you need me, I'm available, I'm here, okay? All right, so here we go, guys. Here we go. We're going to tap into spirit. We're going to do an energy check-in and whatever needs to come out, you guys. So this is pretty much like, a freestyle pull, like pretty much what's the energy? What is it that you guys need to know at this time? Okay. All right. So here we go, you guys. Okay. Energy check-in. Collective. What do you need to know at this time? Okay. Oh boy. This card, you guys, was in reverse, but it says HIV positive, okay? It was in reverse, okay? So I'm hearing from spirit that, you guys need to be very, very careful about some new people that you guys are meeting in this season. And for some of you guys, there could be someone from the past who is still around you, lurking or keeping tabs on you, someone that still wants to come around, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit that they have nefarious reasons, okay? This person, they're not trying to reconcile with you. They're not trying to get back with you because they have seen the error of their ways and they recognize that, you're the best person for them, and, they've according to them, grown and matured and evolved. No, this person has some type of, axe to grind with you. They feel like, they've gotten hemmed up and they're mad with the world now. And believe it or not, dear one, they're looking at you and it's like they want you to be miserable just like them. I'm hearing in the ethers that this person would say something like, well, hell, I got it. Now you got it. And so, you might as well be with me because ain't nobody else going to want you. Okay. So this is someone, dear one, that is, very diabolical, okay? And now, because, they've gotten themselves caught up, okay? And, they were living reckless in these streets. It's like now they want to lure you into their drama, okay? And, they're like a sociopath, dear one. They really have no remorse. They don't care. It's like they want to take as many people down as they can, and they're looking at you, okay? So someone, dear one, for some of you guys, this could be someone from your past, okay? This could be, for some of you guys, this could be a baby father or a baby mother. For others of you guys, this could just be someone that just happens to be around you in your vicinity through 6 degrees of separation or less. And this person is literally using their body like some type of weapon of mass destruction to, try to take out and take down as many people as he or she can, because they're upset that, they have, they've caught the HIV, okay? So you guys need to be very, very careful. And also, dear one, if you're meeting someone, you guys are in the dating stages, okay? Spirit also wants me to let you guys know that, it's not enough to take that person's word if they say, they're clean and this and that. Nah, even if they show you papers, okay? Papers can be doctored, okay? Papers can be altered, okay? Doctors that are on someone else's payroll, okay, they can misconstrue evidence, they can doctor or falsify reports and evidence, okay? Spirit is saying in order to really protect yourself, you need to go with that person of interest that you want to, get involved with and share your personal and your sexual energy with this person. You guys need to go to the doctor together, okay? You guys need to draw blood together, okay? You guys need to show up together for the results, okay? No faxes, no phone calls, no taking that person's word, no taking that doctor's word. You need to see it for your own eyes, because I'm hearing from Spirit that this particular energy that I'm picking up on, dear one, okay, this could also be someone that represents the higher echelons of society, okay? They could have a lot of pull and they could know a lot of people, a large network, okay? They can know people in the medical system, the legal system. They could have someone in their family that's, a doctor or, something of the sort, they have connections. And this person, dear one, in some way, shape, or form, for one particular energy that I'm tapping into, this person could be in the public eye, okay? So they have the type of networks that you don't have, but this person is very diabolical. So you got to watch yourself, okay? Don't just get so flattered just because, someone that you think has status over you, or someone that is well known more so than you, you're going to believe their word for it. Don't do that, okay? And then also, Spirit says, it also doesn't matter if they're, just, the average, regular smegular type of person, okay? He's a truck driver, okay? She, she does hair for a living, he's a tattoo artist, okay? She's a makeup artist, she's a nurse, she's a teacher. Nah, you can't go by face value, you can't trust that big butt and a smile, okay? I'm hearing, that girl is poison. Come through, Spirit. Old school, yeah. That's Bill, Biv, and DeVoe there. You can't trust that person. You also can't trust that guy, okay? Same sex or opposite sex, it all applies. So that's the message, okay? For those of you guys who are out in the dating scene, for those of you guys who are thinking about allowing someone, giving them another chance, okay? They're different, dear one. They're not coming back to you the way that they left you, okay? They've been out in the streets. They've been thugging and mugging. They've been busy, yeah. So don't just take their face value. Oh, this is my baby mother, my baby father. Oh, this is, the love of my life. We broke up. We've been on and off for 3-4 years, yada, yada. That person is not coming back to you, dear one, like they left, okay? That's a message for somebody, okay? All right, let's see, you guys. This one just wanted to pop out. Energy check-in. Spirit, you want me to take this? I don't know. Let's see. Spirit said I could pull another card. Okay. All right. What do you guys need to know for the energy check-in? Okay. What do you guys need to know for the energy check-in? Ooh, come through, Spirit. Spirit also said there's someone, if you guys are dating like someone and you think that just based on their status that, they're safe, free, clear, clean, don't trust that. Spirit says even if this person is a pastor, that's for somebody, yeah. Even if this person is like, a coach, a teacher, I'm hearing like, an activist, someone that works for a nonprofit. You think that this person is righteous and they're conscious and they're high vibrational. Spirit says don't judge that book by the cover, dear one. There's more to that person than meets the eye. Okay, that's for somebody. All right. Next message we have, you guys, is stolen money inheritance, or stolen money slash inheritance. Okay, Spirit is saying, for you guys, or maybe for one or two of you guys, this message may resonate. Okay, again, this is a general reading. Okay, uh, you guys may be the type of person where, you are the victim of a stolen inheritance. Okay, there was something, dear one, that was supposed to have been left to you. Okay, you were supposed to be in someone's will, someone's trust. Someone was supposed to have left land to you, a vehicle to you, a home to you, some type of property to you, okay, some type of estate to you. And whether, you are an only child, or whether, you have multiple siblings, I'm hearing from Spirit that there is something that was very, very shady that has gone down concerning you, where other people have gotten a share of some type of inheritance, some type of money. But dear one, they left you out, okay? They left you out, or they forged some documents. There was someone, dear one, that committed some type of identity fraud, okay? They forged your name. There is someone in your family, dear one, that may resemble you, have a type of likeness to you, physically may kind of look like you, okay? And this person, it was in cahoots with a family member to rob you guys of stolen money, to rob you guys of an inheritance. Could have been money that was left to you from a deceased parent or a deceased grandparent, okay, or something of the sort, okay. I'm hearing from Spirit. The Spirit says these people are currently under judgment. And this money that they stole from you, this property, this home, this land, this house, this trust, whatever it is, okay, this, whatever they stole, dear one, has become like a curse to these people. So they thought that they got away with it. They may have gambled your money away. They went on cruises. They went on a vacation. They gave the money to someone else. Okay, they've been spending your money, living off of the money that was left for you, or the portion, or the share, or the percentage of the what was left, what was supposed to be your share. They divvied. I can barely say the word. They don't want me to get the message out. The message will get out. So fall back. We rebuke the bitches. Come through, Spirit. For those of you guys where you may have siblings or people in the family, they divvied up the property or the money or whatever that was supposed to come to you, dear one, okay? And they have spent the money, or they're currently living off of the money to supplement their income, or whatever the case may be, okay? Some of them, they took your portion of the money and they used it to, for a down payment on a house for somebody else that they favor in the family, whether that be a sibling that they favor over you, or a cousin that they favor over you, or for some it could be your auntie or your uncle, that's just janky, just like whoever this person is that, decided to leave you out of some type of inheritance or will. And I'm hearing from Spirit, all of that money, whatever they bought with your money, your inheritance that was stolen, okay, whatever type of signatures they forged to get what was supposed to be yours, that has become a curse unto these people, okay? They're going to lose everything that they acquired, okay, with your money. If they were able to acquire a home, they're going to lose that home, okay? If they were able to acquire some material possessions, they bought nice cars, SUVs, trucks, okay? Yeah, they're going to lose that, says Spirit. Some of them are going to be going to jail, okay? Some of them are going to get hemmed up with the law, legal, because I'm hearing from Spirit. Somebody's going to tell on them, okay? Somebody's going to, drop the deets in terms of, I feel so bad about what has happened to you, and it's not sitting right with my spirit, so I need to let you know that your mama, your grandma, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, whoever it is, dear one. And for some of you guys, I'm hearing from Spirit, this was a planned type of, stolen type of situation. It was more than one person. It was like 3 or more that are in cahoots with each other. And they were all in agreement with leaving you out of a will or some type of inheritance, or, forging your signature, or lying and saying that they don't know where you are. Wow. For one particular energy, dear one, this person or this group of people has lied and said that, you're institutionalized or you're deceased, and so they don't even know where you are, or you can't receive the inheritance because you're no longer here. Lies. And so this is going to cause a lot of legal situations for these people. Not only are they going to be found in some type of legal judgment, but also spiritual judgment as well, dear one. Now, Spirit is saying, for those of you guys where this message resonates, the money is not going to come to you from these people. Okay, you need to know that. So don't be expecting a call for somebody to say, oh, you were supposed to get $20,000 when grandma died, and such and such got it, or such and such spent it. It's not going to come to you like that. Okay, you're going to get the downloads in terms of this is what happened. Somebody might tell that this is what's happened, but in terms of you getting the money, in terms of you getting what is owed to you, Spirit is going to give that to you from another situation. It's going to come from another place. It's not going to come from these people, because these people are under judgment, and the money that they stole from you, or the land or the property, has become a curse unto these people. So Spirit don't want you to have that. Okay, yeah, that you're not going to get it from whoever stole it. Spirit's going to give it to you from another way. Okay, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So that's the message for somebody. Okay, all right, energy check-in, y'all. What do you need to know at this time? What do you need to know at this time? I just heard Valerie. Okay, that could be somebody's name. Okay, that this relates to, or someone in your family that was in cahoots with a group of people to rob you of some type of stolen money or inheritance. Okay, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. The next message we have, you guys, is toxic. Toxic. Okay, Spirit is saying that you guys need to know that there are a lot of people around you that are smiling in your face, dear one. But, they're really treacherous. They really have an agenda. I'm hearing from Spirit that you guys may have people around you that are very envious of you. And so they want to come at you with the smiling faces, but they're very treacherous. Spirit says don't trust these people. Spirit is saying that you guys are in this season now where your gifts have come online, where you guys know how to read the room. You know how to read energy. And so this is going to be very, very important for you in this season. Spirit is helping you guys to level up, to really suss out people who are around you, because now people are going to try to be very, very manipulative, and they're going to try to bank on the fact that you're gullible, you're green, or you're naive to what they're trying to do to you or how they really feel about you, simply because you're empathic and you're compassionate. So Spirit is saying, yeah, it's okay to be compassionate, it's okay to be kind, but you have to read the energy. When someone says hello to you and smiles at you, but you still get a kick in your belly that something is off with their energy, that they really don't like you, or they smile but their eyes are saying something else. Spirit is saying believe it the first time, dear one, because this is going to keep you guys safe. This is going to keep you guys protected. This is going to stop you guys from getting hemmed up in some way, shape, or form, whether these people that are smiling in your face but really don't mean you no good, whether they're trying to get into an intimate partnership with you or a business relationship with you, or whether they're a family member, or whether they're someone that you're just meeting for the first time to be a friend. Okay, or whether there's someone that's coming back from your past trying to reconcile. Spirit says they have not changed, they will not change. Okay, and Spirit is also saying that you have new people that you're just currently meeting on this timeline for the first time, people that you may meet at work, people that you may meet in the grocery store or the farmer's market. Okay, some of you guys, people that you may meet online. And Spirit is saying it is very, very important for you guys in this season to be able to suss out people's energy, because there are a lot of people that's coming towards you guys and they don't have the utmost respect for you. They don't have the best intentions for you. Some people, dear one, they're just toxic, and they just want to come towards you because they see that you have something that they can benefit from. Okay, whether it be networks, whether it be they just want to date you because you're a good look. Okay, whether they feel as though you have money, you can help them out. Okay, or you have information that they need and they're too lazy to figure it out or do research on their own, or it's just your energy. Your energy, whoever you're with, whoever you're next to, whoever get next to you, dear one, you got the mojo that helps people to manifest just from being around you, just from being your friend. Okay, I'm hearing hearing, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I know that I will be made whole. Come through, Spirit. That's coming from the sacred text. A lot of people be looking at you like they looked at Jesus, Yeshua, back in the day, where they were so aware of his anointing. They knew that all they had to do was just touch, not even his body, not even his foot, his skin, his hand, his face, but just the hem of his garment, just something that he was wearing, because he was so anointed that everything that he touched was anointed. And so there were people that were trying to chase him throughout the crowd. I'm hearing the woman with the issue of blood. She had an issue, and she knew that all she had to do was just bust through that crowd and just touch the hem of his garment, just a little bit of length on his clothing, and that she would be healed. Okay, dear one, I want you guys to know, come through, Spirit, that some of you guys are so high vibrational, you're so anointed, that people know that just by being around you, just by being able to say, that's my friend, just by being able to say, yeah, that's my sister, that's my brother, that's my lover, that's my whatever, regardless of how they really feel about you, for real, oh yeah, they will brag about you. They will bust through the crowd, dear one, that try to get next to you, because they know that you have such potent power that they can manifest off of your creative energy, your emotional energy, your sexual energy. And a lot of times they be gunning for you to come towards you to get just that, and don't even give a damn about you. So Spirit is saying, come through, Spirit. In this season, you guys, you got to be very, very aware. You got to know what you're working with, baby. You got to know that you're fully locked and loaded, and that everybody that smiles at you don't mean they like you. Okay, I'm hearing that old school song, smiling faces tell lies. And that's the truth. Come through, Spirit. Old school. I believe that's the OJs or the Four Tops. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ask hubby. If y'all know who that is, drop a message in the chat. Tell me who that is, okay? Yeah. But I'm hearing from Spirit, you guys. Beware of these people. You got a lot of toxic people, a lot of toxic energy around you guys, okay? Some of them are gunning for you because they're jealous. They feel like, why you and not them? Or some of them, dear one, they're lazy. They feel as though, I don't want to work hard. I'm tired. I don't want to go out and get it. I want somebody that already got it, and all I got to do is yoke up with them, and then their money is my money. Their possessions are my possessions, Their mojo is my mojo. Their anointing is my anointing. The hell you say, okay? So watch out for these people, dear one, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? Energy check-in, y'all. What do you need to know at this time, okay? Ooh, this is an interesting one. The next energy we have, you guys, is the love spell is broken. The love spell is broken, okay? I'm hearing, excuse me, I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, right off the bat. Some of you guys could have very well been a victim or a target of someone, a low down, vibrational, janky ass warlock or a dark witch, okay, that was lusting after you, dear one. Perhaps you may have rejected this person. You told them no, and they couldn't take no for an answer. Or this was someone, dear one, that never even took the time to approach you, okay, to ask you anything in terms of, if they would be interested in you, or if they could take you out, or this or that. They just went, directly to the janky ass love spells to bypass, your free will, and to bypass the chances of them getting rejected in their face, okay? But I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, there was some type of love spell that was placed on you guys. This could have been from an ex. This could have been from a baby mother or a baby father. For some of you guys, this could have been from, a family member, dear one, where, they put a love spell on you where it would do the reverse. It would try to cloak you from, a suitable partner, cloak you from being able to find love, and from love being able to find you, okay? Yeah, but I'm hearing from Spirit that, in this season, dear one, whatever type of spell this was, whether it was to get somebody to come towards you, I'm hearing like come to me spell, like some type of domination or binding spell, okay? Or, dear one, whether it was a spell to prevent you from finding love or to prevent love from finding you, okay? This spell has been broken. It has been lifted up off of you. So in this season now, dear one, Spirit is someone is trying to block my throat chakra, and I'm going to fuck you all the way up, okay? You better fall back. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. All right. Come through, spirit. But as I was saying, dear one, the energy is that, whether you guys was given a lust spell, whether a lust spell was cloaked on you guys, casted on you guys from someone that you know or someone that you don't know, for the potential of trying to bind you to him or her, okay? Because they figured that, you were out of their league and they wouldn't be able to get you any other kind of way. Or whether this was a type of spell to prevent you or block you from love, from high vibrational love, so that, only the jankies, only the mud ducks, only the those that's for the streets, the F boys and the F girls would have access to you, okay? I'm hearing from spirit that spell has lifted off of you. So now in this current season, dear one, spirit is saying you guys, you're going to have to get used to the fact that now, whereas before you may have considered yourself to feel like you were invisible, okay? That cloaking spell has been lifted. There are going to be a lot of people now are going to try to come towards you guys. They want to talk to you. They want to holler at you. They want to be your friend. And spirit is saying you definitely want to assess these people out. But also, get used to being seen and don't, automatically jump to the conclusion of, ill, get away from me, I don't want to be bothered. Because spirit is saying now you guys, you have the skills now to really read people's intentions and to read people's energy. So you can literally, tell by a person how they look. You can scan a person and you can definitely feel their energy to kind of know on a deeper level what their intentions are towards you, okay? So that you won't even waste your time with the person if you have already sussed out that, they're not matching your vibe or they're not coming to you on the up and up with the right intentions, okay? But I'm hearing that the love spell is broken. So now you guys can go out and you can mingle, okay? You can go out and you can meet people, okay? You can go out and you can be seen, okay? Yeah, you got options now, okay? Is what I'm hearing from spirit, Now you get to choose, okay? And some of you guys, you get to be chosen, okay? You get to decide what you want, okay? Yeah, this is the season. Spirit said, don't be scared, okay? You have been equipped with everything that you need in order to suss out people and their intentions towards you, okay? It's not like before, okay? Some of you guys are still trying to heal from the fact you're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Why did I let this person in? Spirit is saying, forgive yourself, dear one. Because these people or the person that you're thinking about, okay, that really did a number on you guys, Spirit said, you guys didn't see it coming because this person was so treacherous. They were so, nefarious. They were so manipulative, dear one, okay? Forgive yourself because you had no idea that you was dealing with someone like that, okay? That you was dealing with a grade A fucking sociopath, okay? That you was dealing with a grade A narcissist, okay? Spirit says, take yourself off the hook. Give yourself grace. Forgive yourself. Now you know what a predator or a sociopath. Come through, spirit, with that confirmation. We know it to be true. Now you know what it looked like, what it smelled like, what it be like, okay? So you can just exit stage left quickly and expeditiously when you see one, okay? Spirit says don't be afraid, okay? You're equipped now. You know what to do. You know how to say no. You know how to walk away, okay? You know how to protect yourself, okay? But don't keep yourself so closed off that, you're also cloaking yourself or shielding yourself from the people that really want to get to know you, that's on the up and up, that people that really, they vibe with you, it's going to be equal reciprocity. They want to win. They want to see you win too. Okay. Yeah. You're in that season now. Now you guys are attracting top tier people. Now the mud ducks are going to come, but see, now you have an advantage because you can lean on your lessons that you have already learned. And so now you know who's for you and who's against you. So don't be afraid. Okay. Is what I'm hearing from spirit. Okay. Wow. The next message we have, dear one, is your mother is a hater. Your mother is a hater. Some of you guys, you may already know this. I'm hearing 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, y'all already know it, okay? Now, the 2 out of 10 is kind of like you're at the stage now where it's going to hurt for you to kind of acknowledge the truth, okay? And for the 2 out of the 10, Spirit wants me to really talk to you guys. Spirit wants me to let you guys know that your mother is a hater now. So this means that, mama got some issues, okay? Mama could be mentally and emotionally unwell, okay? Mama could be jealous of you. Yeah, her own daughter. Yeah, her own son, okay? Mama may not want the best interest for you. Mama might look at you and be jealous and say, damn, when I was your age, there were a lot of things that I wanted to do in life, but I didn't get the chance to do it. So now, I hate to admit that I'm jealous and I don't want to see you make it because I didn't make it. I don't want to feel like a failure because I I know that, looking at you, you have a lot more life left. You have a lot more chances of opportunities to meet your dreams and to make sure that you achieve things that for whatever reason I felt as though I never got the chance to do. Some of you guys, I'm hearing from spirit, it's time for you to, man up and woman up and to face the fact, dear one, so that you can begin the healing process and to know and understand on a fundamental level that your mother is a hater, okay? But some of you guys, your mother has been, persecuting you and, mistreating you and neglecting you because she don't like your daddy. Maybe you look like your father. Okay, maybe you were named after your father. Maybe you have your father's mannerisms. Maybe, your father, for whatever reason, didn't treat your mother right, or they had some issues. And when you came into the world, you came into the world innocent, but, you were caught up in some bullshit that really had nothing to do with you. And so simply by the fact of who you are and simply by the fact of who your father is, for some of you guys, your mother is hating on your ass because she really, when she looks into your eyes, when she looks at your face, she sees your father that she cannot stand, or your father that she still has some emotional issues around, okay? It ain't got nothing to do with you, but I'm hearing that sacred text, the sacred text, the sins of the father will be passed down to the sons and the daughters up until the third and fourth generation. So it's kind of like, that's your daddy. You're a new generation. Now, just because, you're a part of him, you got people hating on you. You got people mistreating and neglecting and disrespecting you. And you ain't did shit. Your only crime, your only sin was that, that's your daddy. Okay. It's kind of like that. Okay. So it's like, some of you guys, you're going to have to come away from your mother. You're going to have to go no contact, dear one, because as long as you're around her and when she looks at you, she has contempt. She has hatred for you. She don't want to see you shine. She don't want to see you do well. Okay. She's going to secretly sabotage you. Okay. She's going to always treat you like the black sheep. Okay. Or the scapegoat. Okay. You're going to have to come away from your mother, dear one, or you're never going to be successful. You're never going to thrive. As long as you are, come through spirit with that confirmation, we know it to be true. As long as you are around your mother and she has access to you up close and personal, she will sabotage what you have going on. So you're going to have to love her from a distance, okay? Yeah. You're going to have to protect your goals and your dreams, okay? You can't tell mama all your good news. You can't tell mama when you're going through something. She's not going to be there for you. She's going to gloat. She's going to blame it on you. She's going to say it's your fault. She's going to say, you can't do nothing right, okay? You're going to have to keep your business to yourself. You're going to have to recognize that for some of you guys, the best thing that your mother gave you was life. That's it. Okay. The best thing your mother may have given you was good genes. You look good. Okay. You got a mean stroll. She gave you a body. You got body, or, maybe she was talented or gifted in some way. Okay. She passed on some gifts to you. Some of you guys, the best thing your mother did for you was just be the vessel for you to come forth into this earth realm, okay? And she gave you some DNA that, spirit knew that you needed, okay? She passed on some spiritual gifts to you that spirit knew that you were gonna need, okay? She passed on some athleticism to you, bro, that spirit knew that you was gonna need, okay? Or something of this fact, okay? And then just thank her for what she gave you and keep it moving, because she can't give you nothing else, okay? That's for somebody, okay? You got to recognize that your mother is a hater. I'm hearing your mother was your number one op, okay? She was your number one bully, yeah. And some of you guys think that, I made all of these accomplishments. I've done so much with my life, Everybody is proud of me, I just want to see my mother proud of me too. She ain't going to be proud of you, dear one. She'll brag about you to other people so that she can get accolades and, benefit off of what you got going on. But she will never tell you in your face that she's proud of you. She'll never tell you in your face that she loves you, okay? Nah, she will feel entitled to what you got. She'll feel entitled to what you're getting, based on your talents, gifts, and skills. But she'll never celebrate you in your face or behind your back, because your mother is a hater. Okay, you're going to have to realize that, okay? That's for somebody, okay? All right, energy check-in. And so Spirit may want you guys to know that, because in this season, dear one, as you are leveling up, come through Spirit, and you know you're going to be making more money now. You're going to be presented with new opportunities now. There could be a lot of milestones that's happening in your life, you know, birthday or engagement. For some of you guys, marriage. For some of you guys, you're about to be a mommy. You're about to have a baby, okay? Or something of the sort, okay? You're about to sign on a dotted line and get the keys to your home, your first home. You are, you know, the generational curse breaker. Everybody in your family has been renters, and now you are a homeowner. And you want to tell your mother, don't bother. Your mother is a hater, okay? Just you know, celebrate around or with people that you know really got your back, instead of those that's trying to stab you in it, okay? All right, that's for somebody. Energy check-in, you guys, okay? What do you need to know? What do you need to know at this time? That wanted to come out, okay? This was in reverse, okay, but we have mechanic, okay. Spirit is saying, dear one, this could apply again to maybe one or two persons, okay. Beware of someone, dear one, that could be a mechanic, okay. For those of you guys where you know you have to soon go get some type of auto work done, okay, or maybe you're going to purchase, you know, a vehicle or something of the sort, okay. Spirit is saying, you know, beware of shady mechanics. Beware of mechanics that, you know, they want to overcharge you. Beware of mechanics, dear one, where, you know, they'll fix one thing and fuck up something else to keep you coming back, okay. Spirit is saying, you know, if you don't know of anyone that can refer you to a good mechanic, if you are divine feminine, you have to go by yourself, you know, and you don't have no man, no brother, no boo, no babe, no spouse, okay. Spirit is saying use your discernment when you go up into a place and you get that funny feeling and Spirit is whispering, you know, they're overcharging you. That's not right, okay. You better walk away. You better say, you know what, I'm gonna come back because, you know, I thought I had this in my budget and I don't have it, so I'll just come back. Just write me up an estimate and write up the things that, you know, you found that I need to get fixed, and I'll come back later. I don't want to waste your time, okay. Yeah, and then just haul ass, get the hell up out of there and go find somebody else, okay. Because I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, there are people, or there's a person in particular, you're getting ready to go to a place to get your vehicle checked, service, or something of the sort, and you know, you may not have a lot of money, dear one, but you look like money, okay. You look like, you know, you got some cash, okay. You clean up well is what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay. And you may be saying to yourself, Sage, I know don't be looking at me like I got money, because you know I still be trying to, you know, I be struggling trying to get this first and 15, trying to take care of me and my baby, or this and that and that and this. Well, that's how you may feel, dear one, but that's not how other people feel when you walk out into the scene and when they take a look at you and your energy. You look like you got money, okay. And so for, you know, seedy, sketchy ass mechanics, dear one, that's looking to get a buck, they gonna look at you like you got a dollar sign on your forehead when you walk into the door, okay. So Spirit is saying you have to really use your discernment, okay. If you're by yourself and you got to go get some work done, and you got that funny feeling that someone is overcharging you, the minute that they try to explain something to you and they call you to the back and they want to start telling you this and that and that, this and this part, you already know they getting ready to take your ass to the bank. They getting ready to scam your ass, okay. Their eyes are glistening. They looking at you like you a walking wallet. Just walk away and say, you know what, I didn't come for that. And so I'm glad that you found this. You know, just write me up an estimate of what you think everything will cost. I can't get it done today, so I'm not going to waste your time. I don't have a money for a deposit to come back. I'll just, you know, look over it, think over it, and see what's the most important thing that I need to get fixed at this time to get me from point A to point B, because I can't get it all done. And then, you know, walk your ass out the door, okay? Because there is a seedy ass mechanic now, and they're gonna look at you and see you as a dollar sign coming in the door. Fellas, this could also apply to you as well. You're not off the hook, okay? Somebody might see you and say, huh, he look like he got some extra cash. He look like he got some extra money. Look like, you know, he may know a lot of this and a lot of that, but it don't look like he get his hands dirty. It don't look like he know a lot about cars. So I'm gonna talk this and talk that. I'm gonna talk all over his head, and I'm gonna overcharge him by $400, $500. Okay, so y'all be on the lookout. Okay, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Okay, seedy, shady mechanic. Okay, that's something that you need to know. All right. All right, what do you need to know, you guys? What do you need to know? energy check in. All right, let's see here. Oh boy. Cover up. The next message we have, you guys, is cover up, okay? How you want me to take this, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so the first message I'm hearing from Spirit, okay, this could apply to you divine feminines out there, okay? Spirit is saying, it may be time for you to cover up, okay? Cover up, dear one, because you are surrounded by people that they have no moral code, they have no moral compass. And unfortunately, you could be living in a community, you could be living in a neighborhood where, it's kind of dangerous to reveal your femininity. It's kind of dangerous for you to reveal your soft side, okay? Because you guys could be surrounded by some predators. You could be surrounded by people whose janky ass mammies did not raise their sons right, okay? Or daughters, okay? You could be walking amongst the wolves, dear one, and you think that just because you're walking in a safe environment, or you feel as though it's familiar, that you're okay and that you can dress however you want to dress. But there are people, dear one, who are looking at you guys, and they could be looking at you based on, oh, they like them sneakers, girl. They like that bracelet. They like that chain. Are those diamond earrings? Ooh, you got body. I wonder what would you do if I go up there and just grab it? You can't beat me because I'm a man. I'll slap the shit out of you. I wonder what you do because you walking alone. You probably ain't got no man because ain't no way your man gonna let you walk outside looking this good, looking like that. Okay? So these are some of the, come through, Spirit. These are some of the messages that I'm hearing in the ethers here. And this is not to say that, you guys don't have a right to dress how you want. I'm just saying that in the world that we live in, dear one, it can get janky, and so you guys have to be careful, okay? You have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Spirit says cover up your wealth. Don't show your money. Don't go outside showing all your chains and your bracelets and your necklaces and your red bottoms and the this and the that. I'm hearing, be discreet, be demure. Don't let everybody know what you're working with in terms of your wealth, okay? In terms of what you got going on, okay? Yeah, that's for somebody. But somebody else, dear one, I'm hearing you could be around a community or a neighborhood, and you could be like, well, Sage, I live in a beautiful community. I live in a nice high rise and this and that. I'm doing my thing, This person may know, dear one, that you're a content creator and you're making good money, or you're a business owner and you're making good money, but you happen to be single. He don't see nobody coming in and out of there, but, you and your puppy baby, or, you and your little one, okay? Spirit is saying, when you go outside, okay, cover up, because you got a predator, someone that eyes be roaming, somebody that be goose snake, or somebody that be looking at you and lurking and watching you from head to toe, watching your every move. They looking at you, girl, and when they don't see no big pair of shoes outside of your door, or when they don't see no man walking around in bird's eye view in the kitchen in that high-rise apartment, they getting all types of nefarious thoughts in their head. Spirit says cover up. For somebody else, that means cover your blinds, okay? I know you got a beautiful view outside overlooking the horizon, overlooking the sunset, girl. I know you got a nice view overlooking that lake, bro. You worked hard for that, okay? You paid for that, okay? But there's someone, dear one, that they may have access to your window to view you. They could have a drone. That's for somebody, okay? They could just see you from the neighboring high rise, okay? For somebody else, they in the same high rise as you. A spirit saying cover up your blinds, cover up what you got going on. Don't be so open that any Joe Schmo, any person that has some type of chemical imbalance in their head can try to figure out your whereabouts, your schedule, and what you got going on. So I'm not only hearing cover up in terms of your clothing, what you're wearing, or covering up your wealth and not letting people know what you got going on, okay? But also covering up in terms of, protecting your privacy and your security within your home, okay? That's what I'm hearing from Spirit, particularly for my divine feminines. You guys have worked hard. You gotten it out the mud, and you got a beautiful place. Yeah. Somebody is jealous, dear one. They wondering how in the hell are you able to hold it down by yourself in that high rise with that good view. Who the hell do you think you are? Okay. Yeah. You might think that's a bird. You might think that's a plane. No, sis. It's a motherfucking drone of a pervert that's at the neighboring high rise next to you, or in the same complex, or the same condo, the same high rise as you. Cover up, dear one. Cover up. That's what I'm hearing from spirit. Also, dear one, this is coming through. This may not apply to maybe but one or two of you guys, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit, there has been some type of cover up, okay? That may have something to do with you, okay? And dear one, or it may have something to do with someone that you know or love. And you're going to get the opportunity to be a whistleblower, to be that truth seeker, truth speaker, and speak out. You're going to expose something that has happened to someone that you love, or you're going to expose something that has happened to you, something that has been covered up where, you know, somebody did you dirty, dear one, or someone did dirty someone that you like or you love, or someone that, you know, you have been called to help because perhaps this person is vulnerable. Or perhaps this person is voiceless and they don't have the connections, they don't have the resources like you got, they don't have the confidence or whatever, or the balls, whatever, to speak up for themselves like you do on their behalf, okay? So I'm hearing cover up. That could be for one person. And also cover up in terms of, there's been a cover up, dear one, in terms of your, come through spirit, your stolen money or your inheritance. You know, people went out of their way to cover this up, that, you know, you had money coming to you, dear one, but it was stolen from you. And you had janky ass family members, or you had somebody that was in cahoots, you know, attorneys that perhaps was in cahoots, okay? Property, what do you call property attorneys, okay? Tax attorneys, okay? Estate attorneys, you know, different types of people that came together with they shady, janky ass shit to do a cover up where something that belonged to you, dear one, was stolen from you, okay? That's for somebody, okay? And I heard both, okay? Maybe one or two of you guys, you know, you are part of the higher echelons of society that is also part of your girls collective, okay? And, you know, you were supposed to get some money and it was covered up by someone that, you know, has money, by someone that may own a boat, okay? This could be an attorney, this could be a doctor. I'm also hearing surgeon. I'm hearing plastic surgeon, okay? I'm also hearing, dear one, there could be something, some type of cover-up that happened with a friend of yours, okay? And something happened on a boat. Something happened somewhere. And it's been, yeah, they don't want me to get the message out. We rebuke the bitches, the message will get out. Stop fucking with my throat. Yeah. And dear one, it's like, you know, something may have happened to a friend of yours, and this has been a cover-up. People are trying to cover up and say that nothing happened. You know, she went on her own. You know, yeah, she went to this modeling agency, or she went to hang out with this person on their boat, and, you know, some things happen. And now this person feels as though, you know, they have been gag claused. They're afraid to speak up and speak out in terms of what happened to them on that boat, on that yacht, with that surgeon, with that celebrity, with that public figure, with that pastor, yeah, with that recruiter agent, with that modeling agent, okay? Yeah, with the with that DJ, come through spirit, with that athlete, okay? It's been a cover up, but she's going to, or for some of you guys, it could be a he. He's going to confide in you. And it's going to be, you're going to get the opportunity, dear one, to speak up on the person's behalf so that there could be some type of justice for this person, because there's been a cover up, okay? There's been a cover up in terms of something very malicious that has happened to a person that you know. For some of you guys, this could be something that has happened to you. And now it is your time to stand up for yourself and to speak up and to expose this cover up that has happened towards you. It could be a cover up in terms of some type of violent situations, physical violence that happened to you. For others of you guys, you know damn well somebody stole money from you and it's been a cover up. And maybe, you know, out of fear, or maybe out of just, you know, you don't want to rock the boat, you know, you don't want to blow the lid off the top. You want to just go along to get along and say whatever, you know, you've been helping these people cover up the fact that they shady and wicked and they stole some of your shit, okay? Well, this was your season to speak up, okay? And to expose that cover up, okay? That's for somebody. Again, the money may not come to you the same way or from the same people that stole it, because I'm hearing for the most part that money is gone, that money is spent, or that money, that property, whatever they stole has become a curse unto them, and they going down because of that. But you still can expose them, dear one, to liberate and free yourself and allow the blessings to come into you from another way to make up for what was lost or what was stolen from you, okay? And to also bring legal justice to some of these motherfuckers, because you know what, they need to go to jail, okay? Yeah, they need to go to jail. All right. Let's pull some more cards, you guys, okay? And then I'm going to turn it loose, okay? I'm not going to make it too long. Damn, it's 50 minutes already, and it felt like it was only 15. All right, here we go. Okay, you guys, energy check-in. This one wanted to come out. We have, dear one, the message whole harem. The message whole harem. Yeah. I'm hearing from spirit right off the bat, dear one. Yeah. You guys need to be aware that there is someone around you, dear one. This person is like presenting himself or herself to be on the up and up, to say, they're ready for a relationship, they're ready to settle down. Or this person, they're pretending as though they're single, but spirit is saying they're not, okay? They're in connections, they have attachments, they got baggage, okay? And it's like they want you to be a part of their clown circus of fuckery, okay? They got a whole harem going on, and they want you to be a part of that, okay? Yeah, this person, dear one, they're not a gentleman. This is not a lady, okay? This is a Jezebel, or this is a Jezebel. And you know what? You need to stay away, because they ain't nothing but a hoe. Okay? Bars. Okay? Yeah. Someone, dear one, they're just looking for you to be, the next best thing. You gotta, you're like a scratch. You're like a scratch that they want. You're like an itch, shall I say, that they want to scratch. You're something new. Okay? You're something new and shiny, something that they've never had before. They may consider you to be a challenge. Okay? And it's like, they want to play with you. I'm hearing cat and mouse, okay? This could be somebody that you know. This could be someone that's just currently coming into your timeline. But they're not on the up and up. They got a lot going on. They got a lot of baggage. And spirit is saying, you know what? Pass on that, because that's whack, okay? Yeah. All right. I'm going to pull a couple more cards, dear one, okay? And then we're going to close out, okay? Energy check-in, spirit. What does my collective need to know right now, okay? Gossip. It was in reverse, you guys, okay? But the energy, the message is gossip, okay? Spirit saying, dear one, you guys may need to be aware that there could be someone that, you think is your friend, or you think is a trusted, family member, or you think is someone, dear one, that you can confide in, and they'll keep your secrets. And spirit is saying this is not the case. You got a person around you, dear one, and this person is gossiping about you, and they're trying to do it to defame your character. They're trying to do it, dear one, because they want to alienate and isolate you. It's like they don't want you to have any love, any support, okay? They may see you, dear one, as rising. They may see you, as, you popping out now. You're getting some type of traction, or, you have influence now, and there are people that are gravitating towards you. Perhaps they're gravitating towards your business, okay? Perhaps they're gravitating towards some type of enterprise or something that you got going on, I'm hearing that, started from the bottom, now you're here, okay? You were overlooked, and now people are starting to recognize you, okay? Come through, spirit. You may have a buzz around you now where you didn't have one before. You have caused a lot of people's eyebrows to raise, because they're looking at you and they're saying, is that Lisa? You Lisa. Oh, wow, is that JoJo? You JoJo. They doing something now. They getting this off the ground. They doing this, they doing that. They look different. They've made a change, and all of this and all of that. And they're saying this, they may be saying this to you in your face, dear one. But spirit says, know and believe that behind your back is a totally different thing. They're trying to undermine your character. They're trying to shit on your name. They're trying to say that what you got going on is fake, that you're a fraud, that you ain't real, or nobody should support you. Nobody should support your business or what you got going on. Or, you're not faithful, for those of you guys where, related to an intimate matter. There's someone, dear one, that's trying to cock block. They see you as happy, and they don't want you to be. They thought that you would never get away, okay? They thought that, they could treat you any kind of way they wanted, and that, hell, you got Stockholm Syndrome, because, you so loving, you so kind, you ain't gonna leave me, ho. You ain't gonna leave me. I got you on lock, Yeah, someone, dear one, that's very, very arrogant. see that you guys were able to walk away. You walked away with your pride. You've walked away with your courage, and you've leveled up and bossed up in some type of way where now you're being seen. Now you have suitors. Now you have options. And for some of you guys, it's a matter of, you're already into some type of harmonious relationship with someone already. Well, someone, dear one, is trying to run interference, and, they're saying a lot of treacherous, janky ass things about you behind your back, okay? Now, the gossip is in reverse, dear one, because Spirit is telling me that this is someone that you guys know. This is someone, dear one, that you guys would never second guess that, they're saying all of these things about you behind your back when they really sing your praises and, pretend to be your friend or your family member or your loved one in your face. But this person, dear one, they're a snake, okay? If this is a so-called friend, they're a friend of me, okay? They say, yeah, girl, go and get that, I believe in you, I'm gonna help you do this, I'm gonna help you do that. And then no sooner than you leave, no sooner than you drive off, no sooner than you close the door and they walking down the steps to get in their car, they on their cell phone talking shit about you, okay? Now, this is where your discernment is going to have to come in, because I told you guys in the beginning of this read here that you guys are surrounded by a lot of people that didn't think that you guys would ever level up in a way that you have. They always counted you out as the one that would never make it. They always counted you out as the one that would be too shy or, not have enough resources to do whatever want to do. Hi, Jacqueline. I just saw that star. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for that. Okay. And so what you guys need to do is you need to be very, very discerning. And at the first sign that Spirit gives you a dream or gives you a download, or you just happen to turn around and you see that person that's supposed to be your friend eyeballing you in a way that doesn't suggest that they like you, but it suggests that, they got a little hateration in the nation. Okay. The first time that you see that, you need to get rid of that hoe. Okay, get rid of that motherfucker. Okay, they talking about you behind your back. They trying to sabotage what you got going on in your life, whether it be a relationship, a friendship, a business, a new enterprise, a new home, new opportunities, doors of opportunity open up for you. Somebody jelly, and they mad, dear one, that is not them, it's you. But they in your face, they in your circle, and they're being uber fake. Okay, and Spirit is saying, if you really tune in, shut down the noise and really tune in. When you see that person, really tune in to their energy. When they smile, look in their eyes, look beyond, the exterior of what they're showing you. When they hug you, really tap in and feel like, was that hug genuine? How did it feel? Did it make you feel nervous, anxious? Okay, when they gave you a compliment, did it make you feel good and encouraged, or did it make you feel like you had to cloak that thing or hide that thing or apologize for that thing, apologize for doing well, apologize for finally getting on your feet, apologize for that opportunity? Because Spirit says, your body will tell you, okay, your intuition will tell you. You guys your gifts are coming online now, so you can't ignore them. Okay, and when you begin to feel those strange, funny feelings about the people that claim to like you and love you, there you have your answer. That's someone that's treacherous. Get rid of that hoe, okay? They treacherous, okay? Because Spirit is saying, you in your season now, baby. You ain't got time to be around people that's going to be trying to undermine you, because a lot of you guys, you're in the now where you have to make up for lost time because you've been around so many janky motherfuckers before that a lot of you guys are now late bloomers because of that. There were certain blessings come through Spirit. There were certain opportunities that you guys should have gotten a long, long time ago. But because you were in the wrong environment and around the wrong people, now all of a sudden, you just not getting that thing. You should have got a house 5 years ago. You was, you had it equipped. You were equipped enough to get it. You had enough skills to pay the bills to get it. You had enough sauce to be the boss to get it. Why you didn't get it 5 or 10 years ago? It wasn't because of you, dear one. It was because of who the fuck was around you. Come through Spirit. Well, now everything, dear one, that you missed, I'm hearing missed opportunities, okay? You missed it back then because you were in the wrong environment. You were around the wrong people. It's circling back around. So you can't afford to be around people that's smiling in your face, but they gossiping about you and talking shit about you behind your back. And they're trying to undermine what you got coming towards you. Because next time, you may not be able to catch this come around again, okay? You don't have time to wait another 5 years, another 10 years for this house that you should have already gotten, for this land, for this merch, for this business, for this high vibrational relationship that you should have gotten 5 years ago? Nah, you ain't got time to wait for it now. So whoever, dear one, that you're feeling in your energy, that you're getting dreams about, visions about, downloads about, okay? And spirit is kicking in and say, watch that hoe, watch that bruh over there. He ain't no good. She ain't no good. What did your mother say to you? What did your cousin say to you? Look at, turn around. You gave a compliment to that person. Now, turn around right quick and look at their face. And some of y'all gonna look and see. They gonna be turning their nose up at you. You gonna catch them rolling their eyes at you. You gonna catch them scanning you and looking at you in a way that makes you feel very uncomfortable, dear one. And spirit is like, that's your clue. Now, don't act like you didn't see that. This is someone that's treacherous. Get rid of their ass, okay? Because I got some things for you, and this person can't have it. They can't share. They can't partake. Come through, spirit. All right? That's your message, dear one, okay? That is the tea. That's the tea that you need to set you free, okay? All right, I'm going to shut it down. So I'm going to give you guys some messages, okay, of who you and who this person or people could be, dear one. And then I'm going to say hi to the chat, okay? All right, here we go. Thank you, Spirit. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, you or they, dear one, can very well be a Virgo, Libra, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Come through, Spirit. I'm also hearing Aquarius rising, Virgo moon, Gemini rising, Cancer moon, and Cancer rising. If I didn't say so already. Thank you, Spirit. Tamika, Sanaya, Alicia, Veronica, Craig, Jordan, Spike, Leilani, Troy, Daniel, Riri, and someone could have the nickname Juice or Juicy, Juice or Juicy. That's coming through as well, okay? These are some names, dear one, that I've heard through the spirit and the ethos. Could be your name, could be some people that you know that you need to look out for, okay? Or something to that effect. It could mean something to you in some way, shape, or form, okay? And that is your tea for today, all right? Now let me turn my head, y'all. Look at the chat and see what's going on up in here, okay? So let me see. So we have James Goodman. What up, James? James says, hi, Sage. I'm so glad your channel popped up on my feed years ago. Well, thank you, sir. I am so glad, too. And I have enjoyed, reading your beautiful comments, your funny comments, okay? You be having me cracking up, okay? I'm glad that you are a part of the Vibe Tribe, okay, James? So welcome. Welcome indeed. Appreciate you, okay? Zing Cheese says, I'm not going to think that message is for me. I just donated plasma. I'm clean. Okay, well, if you don't feel that in your gut, dear one, when I said that, if you didn't get a warning sign or like a kick in your belly, then that doesn't apply to you. But if you got a little kick, a little twitch, okay, that message could have been like a warning, okay, but then also realize, dear one, that you also have protection as well, okay? So you're going to have to resort to your ancestors in terms of if that message resonated with you or if it was just something that kind of gave you like a warning. Maybe not this time, but maybe next time you want to kind of be a little bit more discerning in terms of, should I do this or should I just not do this, okay? So that's a message for you, dear one, okay? Next we have Purple Roses Rain. That's a pretty name. It says, I had power of attorney papers, birth certificate, and driver's license taken out of my bedroom. Well, damn. That's ridiculous and treacherous, dear one. And this particular message about stolen money, stolen inheritance, and, someone committing identity fraud, that could definitely relate to you, okay? You said, one thing I'll always be grateful for is that all this has brought me closer to the Lord. Absolutely, absolutely. And also, too, remember, dear one, that if you were one of the energies that I was picking up on in terms of, having been the victim of, a stolen inheritance or money or land or some of these things that have happened to you, you're one of the ones also, dear one, where Spirit is saying, you're going to get double for your trouble. Now, it may not come, again, it's not going to come from the people that stole it. They're already under judgment, and whatever they stole from you has become a curse unto them. So Spirit don't want you to have that. That's null and voided out, okay? But you are going to get your blessings coming from another direction, and it's going to come to you in a way where can't nobody take it from you. Okay, it's going to be yours. Okay, so rest assured that that's going to happen for you. Okay, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Okay, and then Tina Loman says, "My trash is cursed." I'm not sure what you mean by that. Not sure what you mean by that, Tina. Okay. And then Purple Roses Rain says, it is our faith that heals us. Absolutely. Yeah. Because you have to have faith and know that even if you can't see it, or even if something doesn't happen in the time that you want it to happen, that there is such a thing as divine timing. And at the end of the day, dear one, God will not be mocked. Okay. He sees all. Okay. And judgment will come. Okay. As the sacred text says, what you do to others will be done unto you. So this is a fact. This is spiritual law. And this also applies to those that, they get cocky and arrogant and they say, I don't believe in karma. I don't believe. Well, hell, just because you don't believe in it don't mean that it's not so. Hell, you can maybe not believe in oxygen. You can maybe not believe in air, okay? Because you don't see it, but you feel it, but you smell it, but you inhale it, or your ass would be dead. So you don't got to believe in it in order for it to be so, okay? The truth does not need your permission. Okay, yeah, that's for somebody. So absolutely, Purple Roses Rain. Okay, and then we have Decada Ra, I think that is. Decada Ra says hi. How are you, sweetheart? Hope that you're doing well. Eric Wood says hello, Eric. And then Andrea Castillo says, I hate. Okay, you didn't finish the sentence, sweetheart, so I don't know what it is that you hate. Okay. Rico King says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Rico King. Okay, you're very welcome. And I appreciate all of the cute emojis there. Okay, appreciate it very much. Okay. Then Tina says, is it what it is, or is it what it is? Trauma bond from their family. Okay. So I'm not sure what you meant by that. There was something in the reading that resonated with you in terms of maybe perhaps you being one of the ones where Spirit was saying that you've been the victim of someone stealing some type of inheritance from you, and it was due to maybe some janky family members that got together and they did this to you. They bonded together based on their trauma or something of the sort. Okay. And then Queen the Empress says, greetings, Goddess. Well, greetings, Goddess, to you as well. Queen, how are you, beautiful? I hope that you're doing well, love, on this very beautiful day. Okay. And then Queen says, no offers, no contracts, no unions, no contact of any kind, access denied. Permanently cutting all ties permanently. God's instructions. I'm very obedient. I know that's right. Sometimes, dear one, when Spirit gives you that message that it's time to cut them off, you got to cut it, okay? There ain't no leaving the door halfway open or cracked or, giving them an inch so that they can step in. Nah. When he says cut it, because believe you me, it is for your protection. It is for your safety, okay? And what the sacred text say? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Yes, indeed, okay? And then Tina says, JEP 60 times trauma. Bond is heavy matter. Okay, not sure what you mean by that. Okay, Tina, you could be international. Okay, and perhaps English is not your first language. And welcome, sweetheart. I love and adore all of my international subbies and supporters. Okay, so welcome to you. Okay. Queen says, I buried my mother already. I know that's right. Sometimes you have to do that even if they still walking around and in the land of the living, in your life, in your reality, in your timeline. You may have to put them to rest, because that's the best way for you to keep it moving and not be held back by the memory of trauma and just the memory of knowing that someone that was supposed to love you and encourage you someone whose womb you came up out of has such disdain and contempt for you, okay? Yeah, that's not your mother. That's somebody else. That's not your mother. That's a vessel for the enemy. That's a vessel for the dark forces, okay? Yeah, your mother was gone a long time ago when she started doing treacherous, janky shit towards you, when she should have just been a loving, supportive person towards you. Absolutely. Come through, spirit. Ata Alexander says, Asha. Ashe, great advice. Okay, thank you, dear one. I'm so grateful that the reading resonated with you. Okay, and then Queen says cycle closed permanently. Yeah, a lot of you guys, your cycle of karmic cycles and generational curses, and allowing people to play on your top and come in and out of your life with they same old bullshit, same shit, different day, like a revolving door. That cycle has closed. Okay, yeah. So now it's to the point where nobody can come in and mess with you, but you got to make sure that you keep the door closed, because you're the one that's holding the power now. The ball is in your court. Okay. So remember that, okay? Remember when they want to come back around and they got all these excuses. They got more excuses than a man going to jail in terms of why they mistreated you, abused you, didn't acknowledge the beautiful person that you were back then. Well, why not? I'm still a beautiful person today as I was yesterday. What the fuck? You can't see? Now all of a sudden you can see? Get your ass out of here. The only time they want to come back around, dear one, is because they feel as though they can get something out of you, okay? Yeah, if you was great yesterday, you great today, okay? If you was all that in a bag of chips yesterday, you the same today. Some of you guys even more, even better. So what is this damn lame excuse they want to come back into your life saying, I didn't see the greatness in you then? Well, you saw that I was a human being though, right? You saw that I deserve, respect and to be treated well, just like I was treating you, right? So get the fuck up out of here. Sometimes they're one of these janky mofos, they come back around, and because, God cloaked you, he hid you from these people. He hid your greatness from these people because he knew that they weren't nothing but saboteurs and abusers and freeloaders in the first place. And he knew that if he would have unveiled you and revealed you at that time when you were around them, hell, some of y'all wouldn't be alive. You would be out of your body. Yeah, some of them would have used and abused you, to the detriment of you just being so depleted and so broken, and he didn't want that to happen to you. So a lot of you guys, you were cloaked around these janky, raggedy motherfuckers, and now they feel entitled to you. Now they mad. Well, she wasn't all that when she was around me. Well, he wasn't popping out. She wasn't popping out like that when she was motherfucker, because you was a goddamn energy vampire. Spirit didn't want them to be around your ass. Spirit didn't want to reveal who they were and what they were working with, motherfucker, because you ain't meant to go where they going, and you ain't meant to get what they getting. So get the fuck on and get some more, goddamn it. Come through, spirit. Yeah, y'all gonna hear that. A lot of y'all have recognized that, Well, they might try to say they want to reconcile, but that's not really why. They want to be entitled to the new timeline that you're on, and they feel cheated. They feel jaded that you weren't in your best timeline. You weren't living your best life then when you were with them, so that they could use and abuse your ass, okay? Well, they use and abuse you anyway, but now they feel as though what you got now, they could have gotten more out of the deal. So now they feel offended that, now God has unveiled you. Yeah, and they nowhere around you because access is denied. These be some janky motherfuckers now. Yeah, don't be fooled now. And then Ata Alexander says, come on, preach. And I know that's right. Rubbing their hands together. Yeah, talking about that those janky ass mechanics that, when they see divine feminines coming in the door by themselves, they see you with a walking wallet or a walking dollar sign. They gonna overcharge your ass, okay? And the minute that you get a funny feeling that, they talking out the side of their mouth, spirit says, walk away. Okay. Yeah. And then Andrea says God's plan is weak. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that. God's plan is never weak, dear one. Okay. His plan is absolute. Okay. What you meant by that. Hi, at Big. Oh, that's a beautiful little bird there. I love that eagle. Thank you for that. That's beautiful. Okay. And let's see. Tina says cloak all demonic contracts from the karmics, family, friends, and exes. Okay. Now you wrote that in like a different language, Tina. I don't know. Is that German kind of like, how you spelled some of those words there? I was able to make out a little bit of it, but okay. And then Queen the Empress says, no offers, no contracts. Yeah, I read that. God's instructions. You're very obedient. Absolutely. And Purple says, yes, happiness haters. Yeah, they are. They are happiness haters. Jacqueline sent a star for 2 jewels, and I saw that earlier. Thank you, Jacqueline. That was very beautiful. I appreciate that. Okay. And then Queen the Empress says, stop calling my phone. Okay. And then Andrea says, shoulda, coulda, woulda is because God's plan is weak. Okay. Andrea, I think you're a troll. Okay. Now I don't want to roast you. Okay. Because I take offense to you saying something in terms of saying that God is weak. Now we know that's not the case. So I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're trolling me. Okay. So I'm going to remove you, and I'm going to hope that you get your medicine and you get the help that you need. But this is not the channel that you should be on, talking like that, because I don't want you to don't piss me off. Okay, that's the nicest way that I could say it. So I'm just going to remove you, because I see you as someone that you have a chemical imbalance there. I see you as someone, you may not need to be looking at tarot, but you might need to be laying on a therapist's couch, sweetheart, for you to be talking out the side of your mouth like that. Okay. Now don't piss me off, because I take offense to anyone saying anything in a negative way about the Most High. I'm on the team of light. Now I will get in your ass. Okay. So you better watch yourself. And at the end of the day, I'm still a witch. Okay. So I'm just going to dismiss you and keep it moving. Okay. All right. And then ZZ Folding as well, I think I said that right, says hi. Well, what's up, ZZ? How are you? Okay. And then Big Illy 7997 says, I love your dream catcher. Thank you, dear one. Thank you so much for that. Okay. And I saw that when you sent an eagle for 400 jewels. Thank you so much. Okay. And then you also sent the blue heart and the little huggy characters. That's very cool. Okay, so thank you, Big Lily. I believe this is the first time that I've seen you in the chat, dear one, and I hope that it won't be the last. Okay, like I was saying to my other supporters, my other subbies. Okay, the more that I begin to see you guys, okay, and you guys are showing me that you're down with the team, you're part of the vibe tribe over here, and you're not just a passerby. On those days when I decide that I'm going to choose one lucky subby to do a yes/no oracle message for them for free, the more I'll be calling on and choosing the ones that I see a lot in the chat. Okay, you subscribe, very good. Okay, so I want to see you guys more, show up more, and also on the days when I do premieres, which would be on Fridays and Saturdays. That's when I kind of take a little break, and then I really devote more time to my offline clients. Okay, I want to see you guys leaving those beautiful comments. Okay, after the video in the comment section to let me know how the readings resonated with you. Okay, so all right, so I want to see you guys showing up more, and I appreciate you guys. Okay. And then you said I subbed and I tried my YouTube community, my vibe tribe. Absolutely, yeah. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I appreciate you very much. Okay. All right, guys, so that was everyone. So again, I enjoyed reading you guys. Okay, I enjoy reading for you guys, and I also enjoy looking at your comments in the chat. Okay, so until next time, you guys, let's see, Purple Rose Ranger says something. I've enjoyed this. I was helping my grandson clean his room. He is 14 and lives with me. We were both listening. Okay, very good, very good. So I'm glad that you were able to kill two birds with one stone, Purple. Okay, yeah, you were able to listen to the message and get the reading that you needed. Okay, and then also take care of some things around the house. So that's very good. Okay, yeah. All right, guys, so until next time, you guys, enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, evening, noon, or night, whatever time that it is in your neck of the woods. Okay, and until next time, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay great. Peace.